Donovan Donnelly, a producer in the realm of television soap operas, walks in on his wife Bonnie being intimate with an ex-boyfriend. This discovery prompts him to initiate divorce proceedings, and in response, Bonnie enlists the services of Miles Massey, a prominent divorce attorney known for inventing the Massey prenup, an airtight prenuptial agreement. Miles successfully secures a substantial property settlement against Donnelly, leaving him financially destitute. A private investigator named Gus Petchtails the affluent and married Rex Rexroth during a night out where he's inebriated and with a blonde companion. When they stop at a motel, Gus captures their affair on video. He takes this footage to Rex's wife, Marylin Rexroth, who is notorious for entering marriages primarily for financial gain. She files for divorce, demanding a considerable portion of their assets. Unable to handle the financial demands of the divorce, Rex hires Miles to represent him. Despite their efforts, Marilyn and her lawyer, Freddie Bender, fail to reach an agreement with Miles and Rex. In a moment of boredom, Miles invites Marilyn to dinner, and they engage in flirtatious banter. While they are away, Gus breaks into Marilyn's residence and copies her address book for Miles. He intends to have his assistant investigate the names in the book to uncover Marilyn's accomplice in orchestrating her predatory marriages. During the court proceedings, Marilyn pretends to have an emotional breakdown over Rex's infidelity, asserting that she fell in love with Rex at first sight. Miles then calls a Swiss hotel concierge named Puffy Kraus von Espy as a witness. Puffy testifies that Marilyn had asked him to find her a wealthy, foolish, philandering marriage target whom she could easily divorce, and that he pointed her to Rex. The divorce is granted, but Marilyn receives nothing. In an attempt to seek revenge against Miles, Marilyn finds Donovan Donnelly, who is now penniless and living on the streets. She offers him a chance to regain his lost glory. Shortly after, Marilyn shows up at Miles' office with her new fiancé, oil millionaire Howard D. Doyle. Marilyn insists on the Massey prenup, which would make it impossible for her to claim any of Howard's assets in the event of a divorce, despite objections from both Howard and Miles. However, Howard destroys the prenup during the wedding as a gesture of love. 6 months later, Miles travels to Las Vegas, Nevada, to deliver the keynote address at a convention for divorce attorneys. There, he encounters Marilyn, who has divorced Howard and presumably obtained a substantial portion of the Doyle oil fortune. However, she confesses to feeling disillusioned with her wealthy but lonely life. Miles impulsively marries her and signs the Massey prenup to prove his disinterest in her fortune, but she tears it up. The following morning, Miles announces at the convention that love is the most important aspect and declares his decision to abandon divorce work in favor of pro bono cases. Shortly thereafter, Miles discovers that Howard D. Doyle is merely an actor from one of Donnelly's soap operas. Marilyn had deceived him, putting his significant wealth at risk. To salvage the reputation of his firm, Miles' boss, Herb Meyerson, proposes hiring a hitman named Wheezy Joe to eliminate Marilyn. However, Miles later learns that Marilyn's ex-husband Rex has passed away without altering his will, leaving her his entire fortune. With Marilyn now being the wealthier party, Miles' assets are no longer in jeopardy. A remorseful Miles rushes to prevent Joe from harming Marilyn, but she has already offered to pay Joe double to eliminate Miles instead. Amid the ensuing chaos, Joe confuses his gun for his asthma inhaler and inadvertently ends his own life. Later, Miles, Marilyn, and their respective lawyers convene to negotiate their divorce. Miles pleads for a second chance and retroactively signs a Massey prenup. Realizing her true feelings for him, Marilyn tears up the prenup and they share a heartfelt kiss. Marilyn reveals that in exchange for Donnelly's assistance in connecting her with Howard, she provided him with the idea for a hit TV show, restoring his fortunes, America's Funniest Divorce Videos, with Gus as the host. Thanks for watching. To catch all the latest from us, We'll see you in the next one.